Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. Here's a look at our market leading stocks via our proprietary scans for the coming session Tuesday, April 15th, 2014. Despite the bounce day, we are definitely seeing more downside indications than upside indications. You can see we've got a few contra candles here, but I think the real thing is just the lack of anything to the upside here. We do have a couple of deviations to the downside. We've got an open close deviation to the downside in Sina, and one also in BlackBerry. The other key feature here is look at the volume. Volume today is fairly light in most of the issues. Not really seeing a lot of enthusiastic buying here, so it's really just more lifting of the offers rather than a real reversal just yet. So this could be something for the bulls to build on, but they're definitely going to have to do some more work. Moving on to the financials, kind of the same condition as the NASDAQ patch. Fair amount of contra candles, but we do have a couple of downside CPS candles. Got a downside in Huntington Bancorp, and we're probably going to wind up with one in JP Morgan, which is kind of grappling with two signals right now. So on balance, most of these are fairly weak into the downside. There is better volume than the NASDAQ patch. We've got a volume bump in MasterCard and JP Morgan. We also have one in Citigroup. Citigroup opened up fairly weakly, gapped up fairly strongly, and has held its better levels. In the energy patch, not a lot of action here. RIG is starting to get a little bit of a bounce back here. That one doesn't have a signal with it, and that one's on okay volume. We've also got an upside CPS and Chevron, which may be one to watch for tomorrow. Moving on to the generals, just the flavor here is just not much. Mostly deviations to the downside, nothing trading in particular special volume. John Deere might be interesting for tomorrow. That one's posting a contra candle. Johnson & Johnson right now is fighting it out, trying to figure out what it wants to do as we slide into the close. Housing stocks, a little bit to the downside here. We've got a downside condition in Lowe's and NVR. Both of those signals are on light volume. Home Depot trading decent volume below the day's open and also below the day's VWAP. Transport names, a little bit of volume in UNP, but that one doesn't have a signal. Got upside CPS and CSX, and downside contra candles in FedEx and Norfolk Southern. And finally, commodities, good volume and good price action in ACH. Lower on the day, but trading above the day's open, so that one could be interesting for tomorrow. Most of these are trading fairly light volume, and there's no other real deviations either way. Alcoa, those pretty low price stock, is 2.5% above the day's open and nicely above the day's VWAP. All right, folks, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.